What the fuck is that? All right. Hello. Camera sucks. The lighting's terrible. The mood is questionable. But if you stick with me, I'm going to teach you how to make fried jalapeno poppers that are badass. I'm not lying. This is a chill video though. I'm watching football. I can't turn up the volume on the football because I don't want to get copyrighted. So here we go. Paper towels. Everyone loves fried jalapenos. Stuffed jalapenos. The way I do it with cheddar and cream cheese. All in the same. If you're a subscriber, thank you for watching. I do these videos for prosperity though. These are some big ass jalapenos. See these guys? Big jalapenos. So you gotta cut them into sections. You know, when you put the cheese down in the frying pan, it seems like it might not work, but it works. You just have to trust the process. No, don't eat that. My dog's trying to eat the jalapeno. Don't eat that. So again, we got these big ass jalapenos, so we're just cutting them into quarters. It's gonna be fine. You can totally stuff a jalapeno that is this big. I mean, it's not gonna be like you would think. You just fry it, and the cheese gets all crispy on the bottom of the pan. You're gonna see. It's gonna be awesome. Everyone loves these. I promise you, if you just follow what I'm doing here. Even these big ass jalapenos. You just cut them into sections. See? Can you see this? Sections. It's gonna be perfect. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have oil in this pan right here. We're gonna put a bunch of cream cheese in these sections and slap a bunch of cheddar right on it. Get some flour, some panko. We're gonna fry it in this pan. Oh my God. It's gonna be beautiful. I do wanna clean out. I have a terrible camera, I'm sorry. I'm cleaning out the seeds! Dude, I have a great time today though. Not many of my subscribers watch my videos, so if you're watching, you're probably not a subscriber, so kudos to you. But if you are a subscriber, I love you! I stopped driving cab and I haven't been uploading as many videos lately because I just don't see as much cool shit lately. I work at a liquor store where I just, you know. Anyways, we're cutting these jalapenos into sections because they're big ass jalapenos. Look at this. Big. I really wish I could have the football up at volume so I could listen to it. But I can't because I'll get in trouble with the NFL. Anyways, I'm cutting these big ass jalapenos into thirds. I'm cutting out the membrane. I'm not doing a great job at that. I don't even know if you can hear me. Is there anyone out there? Can you hear me? All right. So we've got some of these jalapenos cut up. We got 3 more. Let's just do it. Damn it. I want to get to the action of the frying and the cheesiness. You ever worked in the kitchen? I worked in mini kitchens. That's all I did my entire life, was work in kitchens, honestly. There's a lot of banter that goes on in kitchens. I'm doing an okay job right now. It's football. I'm watching football. Having a couple drinks. But I promise you, if you were to taste what I'm going to produce right here, you'd be like, can I have another, please? This is easy to me. This is just intuition. So we're cutting up the jalapenos. We're getting out the membrane. The placenta, I think is what it's actually called. And we're getting this nice hollow jalapeno. I'm sorry I have a terrible camera. And we're just bullshitting here. So if you're hanging out with me, you're doing it for fun. So, okay, one more jalapeno. We got one more. Look at these big ass jalapenos. Hello? Hello? Damn. The next part is really fun. And honestly, this is a good tip. If you're going to make these, you should make your cheese as cold as possible. Like, your cream cheese should be as cold as possible. Maybe put it in the freezer for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes before you do this. Put your cheddar cheese in the cooler for like 20 minutes before you do this. You don't want to have it all mushy. It makes it much easier to work with if it's hard and cold. It's the same with if you make macaroni and cheese. See, I made macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. You always want to use block cheese when you make macaroni and cheese. You don't want to use the shredded stuff. They have like some type of oils or some type of coating on the shredded stuff. It doesn't melt as good. So you always want to shred your own cheese. But it's hard to shred cheese as it gets warm, so you want to put that cheese block in the freezer. That's a big tip there. So we got this last jalapeno. I clear out all this shit. This. All right. So we got all these like quartered jalapenos. It's preferable to have smaller ones. You can just half them. But this is all I had at the store where I had to go. So they're huge jalapenos. They're massive. So I quartered them, but it's still okay because when you fry them in the pan, it honestly makes it a little better because the cheese actually gets really crispy in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to show you. Just keep watching. Keep looking. All right. I wish I had gloves for this, actually. I say you should have gloves for most culinary things. It's more sanitary, and it's just better. But I don't have any gloves. I ran out. I forgot to buy them. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take these jalapeno pieces. We're gonna shove a bunch of cream cheese in them and then slab a bit of cheddar right in the middle of it. We're gonna coat it with an egg wash, put it in some flour, a little bit of panko, and then we're gonna fry it in a pan. And it's gonna be the best fried jalapeno popper you've ever had. And you can do it yourself at home. So, at my store, we have these little cream cheese packets. They're just like Philadelphia cream cheese. And this is why I wish I had gloves. I don't. I ran out. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash a bit of cream cheese into each of these wedges. Put a piece of cheddar. Egg wash it. Fry it. And it's going to be amazing. So that's what I'm going to do now. The cream cheese part. Again, I'm going to mention for the millionth time, I wish I had gloves. It's better to have gloves. Alright, watch this. You just squeeze a little cream cheese right in there. Boom. Just like that. It's that easy. That's all you do. That's it. That's one. Look at this big dog. That's it. It's that easy. It's easy. Just keep doing that. Even these little slivers is fine. They'll fry amazingly in the pan. It seems scary to put cheese right against oil, but once you do it a few times, you realize it's not that scary. See what we're doing? We're just cream cheesing. Cream cheesing. These slivers. It's beautiful. It's kind of disgusting without gloves, though. You just gotta trust me. I mean, these hands have just been nowhere other than, like my balls and other places. So it's all good. So we're going to keep cream cheesing. Cream cheesing. I love that. But seriously, you're just kind of slamming the cream cheese down in these crevices of the jalapeno. And it's going to be fine. That's what you have to realize when you're cooking. As long as your heart's in the right place, everything is going to work out. There's like this Buddhist idea of like when a chef is not totally all in on his creation, if he's half invested, then you'll be half satisfied. I think that's true. think there's an energy in food that comes from the creator of the food. If it comes from love, then you'll feel the love. If it comes from spite, or someone's at work really having a bad day, you'll feel that in the food. So here we are, we're getting a little gross here, but we're getting towards the end. We're getting all this cream cheese and the jalapenos. Even this little tiny slivers is fine. Don't be scared. Once you coat it up and fry it, it'll be perfect. Doesn't matter if it's a half. Look how tiny this is. It's tiny. It's fine. It'll be fucking so tasty. Okay, we got 2 more. There we go. All right. The cream cheese is just like a added level of decadence. You don't even need to really do it. You could do it with just cheddar, honestly. But it just gives a, especially when you're pan frying it, a lot of times the cheddar just turns to a crisp. So the cream cheese, it just remains basically. Now we've got our jalapeno shards, like quarters, filled with cream cheese. What we're going to do next is we're going to build a little area. We're going to get some oil in the pan, and we're going to stuff, just watch. Fuck. I haven't been watching football because I've been busy preparing this for you guys. I think my vision's going a little bit too. Here's the cheddar. Now this is going to be awesome. I wish you guys could taste this. Like, I know you might think I'm a bunch of bullshit, and I am a bunch of bullshit. I am. I'm totally bullshit. But one thing I can do is fucking cook. And if you follow this recipe as I'm showing it, you might impress your old lady or your old man. See, just to recap, we have a jalapeno slice, bunch of fucking cream cheese stabbed into it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this cheddar cheese and push it right on top. See that? You see that? A big hunk of cheddar cheese right on top. We're going to coat that in egg. Woo, flour, panko. We're going to fry in a pan. It's going to be beautiful. Watch this. Just hunk it in there. Who cares? Just push it in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just love. That's what cooking is. It's love. As long as you push some love in there, see, pushing that fucking cheddar love in there, It's gonna be tasty. Be messy. Have fun. This is supposed to be fun. It's fun making food that people enjoy. We had a great Thanksgiving. Food is amazing. It's a way to show your love. If you're like anxious or you have like anxiety or something, this is a way to break out of that. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to say shit. Just show up with a bomb ass meal or appetizer and you win. But don't be afraid. I'm showing you. Don't be afraid. It's easy. Look at this tiny sliver of jalapeno. It's tiny. And I just put a bunch of cream cheese on it. I'm gonna stuff a piece of cheddar. Let's just cheddar. That's it. I don't think twice. Once I cover that with egg, and flour and panko and fry it, get out of here. Get out of here. Look how many I've made. I know I don't make this many. This is going to be like, this is like a Super Bowl party. So this next step after we stuff all the cheddar in here is we get some oil in this pan. We heat it up. We get an egg wash going. A little flour, a little panko. And then we watch the magic happen. As these little jalapenos, or big ass jalapenos, a little cream cheese and cheddar, some flour, some thyme. It's mainly thyme. Cooking is always thyme. It's either enjoyable or it's a chore. More. There it is. Woo! This next part is going to be the most exciting part. We're going to egg wash the jalapeno poppers, throw them in some flour, a little bit of panko, fry them up, and then it's time to eat. I could be sitting down watching football or at least listening to it at high volume. Doesn't seem like anyone's here with us right now, but that's fine. I'm making my pan fairly hot. So the next step is to take all these jalapeno stuffed cream cheese and cheddar. We're gonna drop them in this egg wash into this flour and panko mix. Throw them in this hot oil, and it's gonna be the best jalapeno poppers you've ever had. Hey, you guys work in a kitchen? If you think you could do jalapeno poppers better than me, leave a comment of how I'm messing up. Here we go. Man, this is gonna happen fast, and it's gonna be so glorious and beautiful. Just follow what I just showed you. You will impress anyone with your skills. But it's not over. It's not over. You still have to do a couple different techniques. I promise you. This works. You just follow everything I just showed you. Very simple. Simple. So simple. I didn't mix up the egg enough right there. That was my mistake. Can't fuck this up though. You just follow what I'm doing. I can smell that. I smell it. See, the craziest thing is when you flip them over right on top of the breading and cheese, you would think the cheese would melt out, but it doesn't. It just crisps up. It just crisps up. Crisps. It just crisps up. But it's true. This is so easy. Even you can do it. wait till you see the end. It's coming. We don't have running water here. We live in a yurt, so that's how badass I am. By the way, watch this. Oh, too hot. Sometimes you have to admit mistakes. I burn most of these. It's just learning. You make a mistake, you learn from it. There's 3 awesome ones. We'll let the oil cool down. It's kind of burnt. I'm not gonna make excuses, but if I wasn't filming, I probably would have mitigated. It's a little too dark. There is a few here that are perfect though. Whew. Like this one. This is perfect. That's what you're trying to do. Right there. If I'm being honest, smaller jalapenos work better. This This really didn't cook all the way through. Fried jalapenos.